with South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem.
Oh yeah!
So check out our website, our Central Committee's website, and we'll have more information for there and show you where all these events are, and you can pick and choose what you want to go to. Okay, there's also on our website, you'll see we have Commissioner Wayne Keyford, Senator Mike McKay, future Senator Mike McKay, and Delegate Brenda Chan. They all have stuff coming up in October. Check our website for that. Get to that next. And they keep me on track. The Washington County Republican Central Committee is having our second annual pig roast. It's the only pork Republicans like. So Wednesday, September 21st, at the North American Rod and Gun Club. We love our 2A, we love barbecues and picnics. Why don't you come out? That barbecue is going to help support these candidates. It's going to go to help getting people out to vote, and it's going to help them. All the money that we bring in goes directly to getting them elected. So go to our website. We also have the pig roast events there, and all on our social media. Okay, and save your calendars. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be a big deal. October the 15th. More details are followed. It's dinner. They're planning a big event that day on the 15th of October. And okay, Central Committee members, did I miss anything?
Yes. The club is having 2,000 Mules at their the movie 2,000 Mules.
Let me give Ginger the microphone.
Oh gosh, thanks. The Republican Club is showing the movie 2,000 Mules. If you want to get sick, come on down and watch it. I think they're going to have some popcorn and stuff. It's on I believe it's the 28th. It's the fourth Wednesday of every month. You need to get active, people. This is our 1776. We need to save our state, and you need to see what is going on, okay? Come on down, watch the movie, have some popcorn with us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Gigi!
This is the main show. After we hear from our next individual, we have Mission Barbecue that we've catered inside here, Republican Party headquarters. We want you guys to come in, eat our food. Sign up to help candidates' campaigns. We have live phone banking will be going on for the Neil Parrott campaign. We have events afterwards. You can go literally door knocking immediately afterwards. But you can choose. You can go door knocking for Dan Cox, Neil Parrott, Brenda Chan, any of the commissioners, the delegates, you pick. But please do something. Okay. Without further ado, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome and introduce a friend of mine who got me involved in politics in the first place. He sent me a pie and ice cream social reminder at the Antietam Battlefield in 2013. And a great friend of mine, Roy Queen, and I said, hey, what's that all about? Maybe we should pick out ice cream at a battlefield. Let's go check that out. And there we met Neil Parrott and Dan Bongino. And we had the campaign manager for Dan Bongino, Sharon Strine, was there and asked me if I would like to help the campaign. And I said, I didn't know what I could do to help. Who was I? And she said, well, just put your name down and I'll call you. And the next thing I know, it's the county coordinator, and sign waving, and door knocking, and all sorts of things, and never looked back. But here's the difference, folks. In 2014, Dan Bongino came within 2 percentage points of winning that 6th congressional seat. That gerrymandering that they did, it changed. It's gone. It's done.
Hear, hear.
It's not perfect, but we've moved this district in the right direction in thanks to lawsuits from Delegate Neil Parrott. In thanks to the hard work from our legislators, our Republican legislators in Annapolis. The folks that you see behind me, they're the fighters. They're the people that are fighting for all of us. And they're not doing it for themselves. They're doing it for all of us, for our families. You see my children up here, and I'm so thankful that these people behind me are fighting for my children and their future, and they're fighting for yours as well. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome the next congressman from Western Maryland, Neil.
Well, good morning, Washington County.
Yeah!
What a beautiful day this is to have this grand opening. And I'm so thankful to be able to work with the Washington County Central Committee as we open this office together. I look out at this crowd and I see so many friends from so many different aspects of my life. I've seen swim team friends, church friends, family friends, political friends. I just want to say to friends everywhere, thank you for being here. Like Jerry mentioned, we have an opportunity that we've not seen before for over 10 years. The last Republican congressman to represent this area was Roscoe Bartlett. And Governor O'Malley came in, he drew districts that were not fair. He told people he intentionally did it to get rid of a Republican in Western Maryland, and unfortunately, that worked.
It worked.
We had a great race in 2014, when we had Dan Bongino almost win this seat. And I'm very thankful, right here today, we have the campaign manager for Dan Bongino, Sharon Stride. And I have good news for everyone. After talking to her for over a year, she's now my campaign manager. We're going to win this year. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to do it, working together with everyone who's here. My opponent doesn't want to just go away, even though he's been away. He's the absent congressman for Western Maryland. He's never here except for close to election time. You know, I see a radio program that's here listening and recording. Thankful you guys are here today. But they reached out to the congressman and said, hey, what about the airport rumors that people are coming in, maybe flying illegal aliens here to Hagerstown? They pursued his whole team. They called several different offices. They never once, this is only a few weeks ago, they did not get a response, and they still don't have a response to those questions. When they called my office, they got an immediate response. I looked right into it. I called Sheriff right here, Mullendore. He gave me the answer. I gave it to you. You know, that's what you need. Someone who lives here, works here, knows the people here, knows who to call, will call them on your behalf and will help you. This is a huge difference than what we have right now with David Trone. You know, it takes 25 minutes to get from his house to the district, the way it's drawn right now. 25 minutes from his house to get to Gaithersburg. That's completely unacceptable. You need someone who lives here in the district and will help the people, shops here, works here, has his own business here, goes to church here. You want someone who's a person of the people, and you're going to get that with me. You're going to get real representation, and you're going to make sure that your voice is heard once again in Washington, D.C. In a lot of my campaign speeches, I ask the question, is our country going in the right direction? Do you think it is? No. It is not. Our country is going in a terrible direction right now, and that's because of the leadership of our country right now. It's because of President Biden. It's because of Nancy Pelosi. It's because of David Trone, and people go along with Nancy Pelosi. He votes with her 100% of the time. We can't have that. This coming November, we've changed the maps. We're going to work very, very hard. He's put in $12 million, but you know how we're going to overcome that? Yes, we're going to raise our own money. But we're also going to have the grassroots team that's going to get out there and reach out from Garrett County to Gaithersburg, and we're going to work together to make this happen. When it does happen, I believe I'm going to be part of the Republican wave. The Republicans will take over the U.S. House of Representatives, and we will get rid of Nancy Pelosi as Speaker. That's right. And you know what? It's not just here. You know, at the top of the ticket, you've got Dan Cox, and you've got me. We're going to be working hard to make sure that people get out there and vote. But it has to trickle down. You know, when we look at education, we want to have education of our kids, not indoctrination. And that's why we need these three school board members.
Yes.
I have a word about Governor of Maryland. We simply can't afford Wes Moore as governor. He has already shown that he completely wants to spend money frivolously. He wants to go more towards socialism. We need to go more towards freedom, and that's why I'm supporting Dan Cox for governor of Maryland. As a delegate of 12 years, I can tell you how important it is that we have good House of Delegate members, good state Senate members, and that's why I'm honored today to be able to say we need to vote for the women and gentlemen that were here, and especially I want to bring forward Brenda Champ. Come on up here. Brenda is running in the city of Hagerstown. This is a tough seat, and she's running toughly.
Oh, am I ever?
She's hustling, she's door knocking. A lot of you guys are helping her door knock. Brenda, keep up the good work. We need you, and the Maryland House of Delegates come right back. This year, this election, a lot rides on this election, and a lot of it depends on all of you that are here today. I look out and I see Ron Dowers. Ron, thanks for being here. You know,
Oh, there's Ron.
Ron's not alone. He was a Democrat until just a couple years ago, and he flipped, and now he's Republican. Welcome to the Republican Party.
Ron was running for county commissioner.
I've talked to a lot of people in Washington County. When they look at what happened in D.C., they're saying, you know what, Biden is not representing me as a Democrat anymore. We welcome everyone to come to this office, or you can do it from your home. Change parties, from Democrat to Republican. We need you. And if you don't change parties, make sure you vote the right way. Vote for the people that are going to represent you in Annapolis, for me, representing you in D.C. This is our year. This is our chance. Working together, we are going to make it happen. It's not easy, but we will make it happen. I'm so very grateful for every single one of you that are here working. I can just tell you right now, as I'm speaking, we've got people in Garrett County campaigning for the Parrott campaign. I've got people in Damascus right now, in Montgomery County campaigning. I've got people in Frederick. As I leave here today, I'll be going to Frederick. I'll be going to Montgomery. I'll be coming back to Washington County. I'm all over the place just today. Last night I was in Allegheny County. This race is going to take a lot of hustle. It's going to take a lot of volunteers. We have the phone banks going. You know, the whole sign team that's here today. I'm so grateful for them. They're going to get our signs out. That's what it's going to take. All of us working together. We are going to make it happen. We are going to win this race. We're going to send David Trump packing, and we're going to send Nancy Pelosi packing as Speaker of the House, and we're going to get our country going in the right direction once again. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.
Thank you very much. Let's give one more round of applause for Neil Parrott, our future congressman, and all of our Republican candidates for office. Our Republican Party headquarters is open. We are alive and well, and we want you to get active and involved. Now come on and eat our food and sign up to help these candidates. Thank you all for coming.
How'd we do? That's a good question.
Did we do good?
Yeah, right now we got 3 people watching. Here, let's turn it around. Let's talk to you. So what can you tell us today, Mr. Randy? If I can get my cord out of my...
I am very hopeful for our local races and for our state races and national races. We have got some fabulous conservatives that are running for public office. Their dedication, it can't be understated, the amount of time and effort these people are putting in. We have a country that is headed in the wrong direction. This can be corrected. Conservatives have been asleep for too long, and they have been awakened. I believe that we will see significant changes in our races. I believe that we're going to see offices that are filled by conservatives. And I'm very hopeful for the future of the United States. And locally, Washington County is just a fabulous county. Great example of the state of Maryland, what can happen when the people are represented fairly, taxed fairly, and provided government services fairly. It can all be done in balance, and we do it here in Washington County. I think we're a great example for the state of Maryland.
Right. What can you tell us the difference between the biggest difference that you're going to see, other than what you've mentioned, the Neil Parrott versus the Trone that we have in office right now?
Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, we currently have no immigration policy in the United States, and that is having a drastic effect on us. It is now trickling down to all of our local districts, and it will be felt, for example, throughout the state of Maryland. We have 23 counties and the city of Baltimore, and each location is now going to be felt as those illegals show up in our communities. And as much as we welcome legal immigration in the United States, to have these folks show up, and now they're going to burden our already taxed services. Our public schools are overrun. And so as a result, now we're going to need English teachers, which we previously did not. English as a second language recipients. It's going to be quite a burden. And that just one item alone is incredibly significant. The reason for it occurring is quite obvious. The Democrats are attempting to flood our country with what they see as potential voters for their party and support for their cause. So their only interest is in their own power, and certainly not in the best interest of the United States. But that's just one topic. So, and that alone is just incredibly significant. Incredibly significant.
As you said, we definitely need the immigrants to come in legally.
Absolutely.
We're not trying to steer them away.
We're a country of immigrants now, but we have to have legal immigration, and this is absolute insanity that's going on. Everybody knows it doesn't pass the smell test. Everybody knows that what we are seeing isn't going to work. It can't work. It's not sustainable.
No.
And so we're a better country than that, but it is not fair for people who are attempting to come into our country legally, who are standing in line, who are doing it the right way, to be passed by, what are we up to now, 4 million since Joe Biden took office? Absolute insanity. I can't speak any more adamantly against it than I do.
Right. So I think I saw numbers like 800 teachers shy down in Baltimore County. Right now, Baltimore County, they're on a boil water effect. Yeah. They got E. coli down there. It's another Democrat-run city. We've got, obviously, David Trone's a Democrat.
One of the issues that we have with teachers, and I've heard this firsthand, teachers feel as though in the state of Maryland that they're adequately paid and they have adequate benefits. Their number one concern in the state of Maryland, and my suspicion is throughout our country, they don't have complete control over their classroom. We need to empower our teachers through legislation that says that if we have a child who's troubled, that child is not coming back to your classroom to disturb the other students who are learning until they are able to come back. And they may not return. But there has to be consequences, there have to be qualities that must be enforced in the classroom. So on behalf of our teachers, a sincere thank you to them.
Yes, definitely.
We're back in this new school year. We've got teachers who are trying to do the right thing, but we've got to empower them and give them complete control over their classrooms.
The empowerment starts all the way at the top.
It does.
And it works all the way down.
It does.
Listen,
Robert,
I'm going to try and get my phone cooled down here a little bit. I'm going to go over and say hey to Uncle Sam. We all know who Uncle Sam is.
Good seeing you, brother.
Good to see you too, Randy. We'll catch you here in a little bit. Uh-oh. We're going to catch up here with Uncle Sam. We're going to talk about.
Yes, so he's doing my college prep wrestling the next 2 months, and then the guy Paul Williams that was the fundraiser leader, he's going to do the month of December. So we're making
great.
Good.
It I'm so glad. Well, yeah, she just sent me a new song. She's like, Mom, I just wrote a new song last night. You want to hear it? So it's nice.
Well, I told her go enjoy college and take it on in, and she wrote back to me a very nice message back to me and everything.
Good,
So she's real happy to have met me and worked with me. So when she gets back in town, we'll see what I can use her again for. Okay?
Sounds good. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good. I love
and
your
this,
outfit.
And this dinner on Friday night ought to be really nice.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coordinating and.
Well, my wife Lynn, I think she
I
came and talked to you.
think
She dreamt it up and then said Rick carry the water. So
That's great.
and doing a politician's fundraiser is a whole lot different than the charity fundraiser I'm used to doing. So
It's true.
But we're and I'm like Lynn, we're learning. Just put your emotions back in the box
I
and
know.
just let me keep dealing with it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to Friday.
Friday night.
See you guys. have
Hey,
to
Jeremiah.
ask Bill.
Mr. Wagner, what can you tell us?
What do you want to know, buddy? Oh, hey, hello. Jeremiah's live. Jeremiah covers everything well. It's a good day at Republican headquarters. We're open. And Neil's headquarters is here. Introduced all the candidates. Moving full steam ahead.
Right on. I think we'll see you maybe next Friday. I think you might poke down, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you'll be busy campaigning.
What's the next Friday?
I'm just working at the headquarters next Friday.
Oh, you're working headquarters. I'll come by just to see you.
That's good. We'll see you then, Randy.
And we broached it, and now here we are, stumbling and bumbling through it.
Yeah, well, it should be nice.
Okay.
You guys can come.
Friday night, okay?
I'll say something to Bill.
How you, sir?
What do we say?
Hey there.
I get
Hi,
it.
Introduce
everybody.
yourself. Tell everybody what you got going on today.
Hi. Well, Rick Bibby. I'm a whole bunch of different hats I wear. So it depends on which hat I have on. Today I'm here making the pitch for the fundraiser for Neil Parrott. We're doing Friday night. Las Vegas Hits with a shot of pop and Parrott. Out at Mongousville Ruritan on Friday night, the 16th. So if you're available, come on out. It's $65 a person, $100 a couple. You can buy tickets by going to if you go to my website for interlucewithimpact.com. Neil's flyer is the first one on there, and then there's a ticket button there. Click the ticket button; it'll take you to the WinRed site. You can buy the tickets right online. So
Right on.
so that's the way to make it work. So.
Mr. Bibby,
Huh?
we'll see you here in a few. I'm going to take my phone in the
Okay.
cool air conditioner and try and get it to cool off.
That's what those live streamers all the time having to get big fans
Whew.
to put on the back of there. And everything.
Yeah, I got to get one of them fans. It's just one of them deals.
Do you follow WYSIWYG or Oreo Express?
Wizzy moved out here.
Yeah, he's on Funkstown, I think.
Yep. Yep.
They got all that fancy equipment. So.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started. So walk on in here and check things out. Let's turn this around. See me. Let's turn this thing around. How we doing, Bill?
Hanging in there, dude. How about you?
I'm very good. What can you tell us about today?
I think it's a great day. I think everybody's got a good future ahead of them, and I think if everybody would act this way throughout the United States, we'd have a wonderful country back.
Right, especially up in Michigan, your home state, right?
Yes. Especially up in Michigan. Can I tell you why I left there 50 years ago?
I think you did at one point, and I can't remember.
It wasn't because they acted this way. No, it'll change. It'll all come back. We will never have the peaceful get up in the morning, go out and do something and feel relaxed doing it. That'll never come back. To be able to get up and go do something and be aware of your surrounding is the way people will wind up living, that type of stuff.
Yep.
There's too many idiots out here that just want to make a name for themselves if it's nothing more than just a 15-minute, newscast, that type of stuff. And, it's a sad state. Not Michigan itself, but overall,
Right.
that type of stuff. So it's, you keep people like Ginger involved and people who want certain things. It'll come back. That's what I hope.
It's time for some young blood to show up, ain't it? Let y'all enjoy a little bit of right. So we got Neil that spoke there at the top of the ticket, then followed by Dan Cox, Gordana Schifanelli, Michael Peruca, Barry Glassman. Dr. Brenda was here. Whoops. Go back up one more. Dr. Brenda, William Valentine. You can read the names. A lot of really, really great people. Jeff and Randy are really, really great. Wayne's my buddy. Yep. Mr. Barr wasn't here. Derek was out there.
Mr. Jeremiah, this lady is not endorsed by the Washington County Republican Party. Technically a registered Republican. We are not endorsing or supporting her, but we did have her up there for technical reasons. The Washington County Republican Party is endorsing these three candidates for Washington County Board of Education.
Was Daryl here today? I didn't see Daryl.
No.
Daryl.
A family thing.
Right? Daryl had actually run for office last time on a write-in campaign and was able to secure a seat. So write-in campaigns work. What can you tell us about it?
Well, the write-in campaign, it was just a write-in campaign, but he was actually appointed to the seat. Write-in campaign that got him into the seat, but it certainly helped him. it showed that he was active, he was involved, he had a passion for it, and he got a lot of supporters. And it was then when Karen Harshman wished death to the president, Trump, and was forcibly, we were going to have her removed from office, but she did the right thing, she resigned. Darrell Evans was appointed by the Board of County Commissioners through the School Board Nominating Commission. So we're very grateful to have Darrell Evans on the Board of Education. He's helped in tremendous ways for fiscal conservative funding and spending, school safety, and we're just and a whole bunch of other issues. We're all for education and not indoctrination. Darrell Evans, Ethan Lowen, and Mike Esford, and even April Zentmeyer are the only 4 on the Board of Education that know that and and espouse that. So we're happy to have them.
Excellent. We're gonna walk around more people.
Hey, thank you,
That's
my
always
friend.
good to see, my friend. Pardon me.
Yeah, here we go.
What we say, Mr. Ba?
I got that wrist is nasty.
That wrist is nasty.
Yeah.
What's it got, a pin in it?
No, but I need one.
Right. Let's walk outside and talk about your race. You want to talk about your race?
Let me think about it.
All right.
I'm a shy guy.
You're a shy guy. It's all
I
good.
just like to stay calm and stand on the video.
I hear you.
I'm not on video yet.
Well, I caught you there for a second, but Look, I'm a fatty. We gotta go over here and look at desserts.
I'll call you one day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can mute it if I can figure out how to do that. I'm not that smart. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. I wanted to talk to you guys about some other stuff other than just politics. There's a lot that's going on in this world right now, and the biggest thing that I see problem-wise, if we don't get good people down to Washington to fight this nonsense, tyrannical bullcrap, what happens in Washington, D.C., what happens in California, it tends to affect the entire country. So, I was listening to the news the other day, listening to Jeremy over there, Jeremy Harrell on Real American's Voice. And he's talking about credit card companies creating a little, almost like a hashtag, but he called it something different, for buying ammunition and guns. And he brought up the wonderful point. We already have a means to capture the fact that you own a gun, but now they want to know about your ammunition purchases. This is something that we need to fight at a national level, at a state level, at every level. And because of that fact, that's why I like bringing you guys political stuff. Because the more active that you are within your state, within your local races, all the way up to, here's Neil Parrott. He helped us up there at the convoy. He's running to be down in Washington, D.C. So we've got to stay active within these campaigns to try and help everybody. Because I don't know where all my viewership is from, what state they live in and stuff like that. But, if you guys get involved and get you a great candidate down there to Washington, or even at a state level, that helps the entire country. That keeps the nonsense away. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to, swing in there, talk to some people. I hope that I brought you guys a little bit of good information. Again, get your feet on the ground, get active. I caught me a ding the other day, so I got to really watch what information I let get on my channel. They said because of some information about the election is what they sent me. But anyway, you guys stay real. Go back, watch the video, share it out. Like was talked about up there earlier, the gentleman Jerry DeWolf, good friend of mine, we share the same name from the first video. Look, he worked on the Dan Bongino campaign. This is where he came from. So if that speaks volumes about the candidate level that we have here within our state, hopefully you'll understand what I'm saying there. Just get active, guys. Encourage your friends to get active. It wasn't but 2 years ago that I walked through a door on the other side of this identical building and talked to our good friend Ginger over there. Said, hey, what can we do to help? You know, we talked about this the other day on the channel. She probably looked at me like, you crazy retard. Who are you? But anyway, you know, just do what you can. Even if it's only 5 minutes a day, you know, do what you can. Try and help out. Be the difference that changes your state, please. Y'all keep it real, keep it classy. We'll talk at you again.